Hello, we are the ANIHAN group, and today we will be discussing with you our policies and programs. To start things off, our vision is to improve the health of the people, sustainability of the planet, and the support for the local. Our mission is to produce healthy and delectable vegetarian snack products dedicated to supporting local farms. We will focus on the production of goods that are made from high quality, natural, and fresh harvests that are sourced from Cebu farmers. We will incorporate nutritional quality, good taste, and quality ingredients in order to provide better and healthier alternatives for the people who wish to improve their lifestyles. Our core values revolve around passion, helping the local community, innovation, sustainability, and flexibility. Our code of ethics involves teamwork, accountability, honesty, and respect. Teamwork because it creates strong bonds and trust among employees and creates a healthy, supportive environment. Accountability because one must be willing to accept the responsibility and consequences of the choices and actions made. Honesty because it helps build trust among employees and customers. It also greatly influences how the business is perceived by the audience. Respect because it reduces conflict in the workplace and in terms of customer relationships. Most importantly, it helps build and improve better communication. Our code of conduct is designed to guide our employees regarding the following instances: use of company equipment and items, dress code and personal hygiene, professionalism and tardiness, conflict of interest, communication, and sanctions.
Marketing aspect, programs, social media marketing, oversees the general content and output to be posted on our social media sites. These sites would mainly be Instagram and Facebook. Posts content on social media that will help market and advertise our products. Number two, market research and study. Conducts reasonable and thorough research on the market and its trends. Information gathered will be summarized into understandable and comprehensive data, which will help the business enterprise understand their market and its behavior. Third, target market. Anihan must follow a segmented marketing strategy as we would want to focus on our target market. Advertisements and promotions must cater to the selected target market to further encourage them to make purchases of our products. Marketing efforts must align with the target market and must satisfy their wants and needs. So for the marketing aspect policies. 1. Packaging policy. Packaging must be eco-friendly and sustainable as our vision includes the sustainability and overall health of our planet. Suppliers and sources of our packaging must be stated and must be accounted for, and that packaging must always be secure and ready for delivery. 2. Distribution policy. Products are sold directly from the producers to the customers. The business will apply a producer to customer relationship in regards to distribution. Anihan will also partner with third-party food aggregator companies such as Grab Express, Maxim Delivery, Lalamove, Angkas to distribute and deliver our products to the customers. The enterprise must also mention this third-party delivery process to customers for their awareness through directly messaging them and by posting on our social media pages. 3. Advertising policy. So advertising and promotional content should always be truthful and should not contain any misleading claims with regards to the health and benefits of the products offered by the business that will further set unrealistic expectations for customers. Advertising and promotional content should not contain any form of sexual, explicit, provocative, and excessively violent content that are insensitive and not suitable for children. And any advertising and promotional activity that does not comply with the policy stated will not be used to market the brand and products of the business. Fourth, customer service policy. Customers should be served on a first come, first served basis as our products are made to order. Employees must treat all customers with tact and respect and are prohibited to have any biased opinions and treatments such as age, status, sexual orientation, gender, race, educational attainment, and disability, amongst others. Employees should also be respectful and polite when dealing with customers through online messaging or through text messaging and must always be courteous to the delivery drivers. Customer feedback is encouraged. Customers may answer an online survey after consuming our products. 5. Credit policy. Payment is required before their purchase are delivered. Payment must be done through online banking methods or through GCash and PayMaya. Payment can also be made through cash on delivery. 6. Market research policy. Thorough and reasonable market study will be conducted in the chosen geographical areas where our target market resides or lives. Market research should be done in a legal and ethical manner. Participants or people taking the surveys must have full consent and knowledge of our market research. Plagiarism is also strictly prohibited. Sources and references must be properly stated.
For the operation aspect, we will begin with our programs. For food safety program, this involves food safety management and practices. Through this program, the business will be able to identify potential hazards, identify how these can be controlled, monitor these control methods, and provide corrective actions. For quality assurance or control program, this involves all planned and systematic actions necessary to produce high quality food products and deliver a consistent product, service, or customer experience. For customer complaint and feedback program, this involves how customer complaints and feedback will be received, investigated, or studied and responded to. This will help the business achieve overall improvement, build better relationships with consumers, and address customer pain points. Moving on to our policies. First, we have the raw materials policy. For raw material policy, this basically talks about policies that help maintain the good condition and quality of raw materials. There should be consistency when sourcing raw materials from the suppliers. There should be proper storing of raw materials, good sanitation practices, good temperature control, proper listing or labeling, and monitoring of expiration dates. For purchase policy, suppliers should be selected well to ensure they meet the requirements of the enterprise. The enterprise should only then purchase goods from approved suppliers. The business should have formal business agreements or contracts with these approved suppliers. For goods that are not sourced from suppliers, purchasing should only be carried out by authorized employees. All purchases and costs should be listed and documented well. For repairs and maintenance policy, the business should ensure that all equipment is safe and ready to use. Warranty receipts should be kept. Employees should have proper equipment etiquette and knowledge. Equipment cleaning and maintenance should be scheduled. Damages should be reported, and an expert should only handle damaged equipment. The enterprise should have a repair and maintenance history form. For technology adoption policy, research must be done before deciding on the best technology. Plans on adopting new technology should be communicated clearly to the employees. There should be a test run of the new technology before fully implementing it. An expert on the new technology will be in charge of educating the business and its employees. The business should evaluate the new technology's performance. For quality control policy, all areas or items used must be cleaned and sanitized regularly and must be stored away properly. Each and every area of the business will have separate standards established and will have checklists for inspection and maintenance of the highest quality standards possible. Employees should maintain good personal hygiene at all times, especially when handling raw materials, preparing, and cooking food. A standardized recipe will be followed to have exact procedures and measurements in creating a menu item. A comprehensive staff training program will be given to employees. The business sets standards to be followed with regards to daily operation, quality of ingredients, temperature, and the like. Specific procedures and standards set by the business to avoid the contamination of food products and maintain quality control will be monitored. When these standards are not met, corrective action will be taken. For inventory policy, all inventory storage areas or containers must be cleaned and sanitized regularly. All food products must be dated upon receipt and rotated on the basis of first in, first out. The business should keep track of purchases, available stocks, wastage, etc. With that, the business should also use a food waste log. A clear procedure in checking the product quantity and quality will be followed. All supplies will be labeled, classified, and stored properly. Temperature control in all storage areas or containers should be strictly followed and monitored. For research and development policy, credible sources should be used. Ethical and legal practices should be followed. The enterprise should analyze the competition, consider economic conditions, consider the legal and regulatory environment, and many more. The enterprise should properly keep track of the costs. And for research and development activities that will involve any information coming from customers, data privacy and protection will be strictly followed.
For our human resource programs, first we have Employee Assistance Program. We believe that stress affects our overall work performance and productivity, and we want our employees to be able to work in a positive and healthy workplace. Second, we have the Skills Development Training Program. The program enhances the employees' current skills and helps them acquire new ones in the process. Third, we have the Operations and Training Program. Food safety and quality management procedures will be integrated into the operations and training program of employees. Employees will be educated about the hazard analysis and critical control point principles. For the policies, we have recruitment policy. In this policy, the management should carefully screen and review the applications of applicants and have knowledge on their background and experiences along with references to ensure the quality of the hiring process. And along with that is an in-person interview for the applicants who have been selected by management with the purpose of getting to know the applicants and help the management and its decision makers decide who among the applicants are best suited for the position they are applying for. Second, we have the training policy. Employees are required to attend training provided by the management. We value both employees and customers, and with that being said, our employees will go through training programs from time to time to be knowledgeable, educated, and equipped with the best sets of skills and knowledge. Third, we have employee career development policy. Employee satisfaction is just as important as customer satisfaction. As we build our business, we would want our employees to grow with it. Fourth is the wages and salary policy and placement policy. To determine and provide reasonable wages and incentive for employees. The business is to establish and maintain proper and reasonable wages that are in compliance with the labor laws. Fifth, we have the promotion and transfer policy. To be promoted means to have more duties and responsibilities, which means the job or position should align with the rate of pay. And this policy is established for the purpose of maintaining a professional working environment, which in turn enables employees to expand their capacities, which altogether helps achieve the business goals. Sixth and lastly, employee participation policy. We encourage our employees to provide their input when it comes to decision making, especially when it comes to decisions that directly affect their job and responsibilities. It is of great importance that our employees come together and participate in decision making processes in order to make sure that everyone is on the same page in achieving the same goal, which is the journey to success as a team.
For finance, we'll start with programs. For programs, we have safekeeping program, budgeting program, and noting program. For a safekeeping program, this means that the finance manager will be the one to handle the cash and also with the general manager and basically lock it and keep it safe. For the budgeting program, it is when the finance manager budgets the cash wisely and along with the group members discuss about the budgeting. For the noting program, this means that the finance manager must take note and account of all cash going in and out of the company and make sure to have a statement on it. For finance policies, we have capital structure policies, fixed capital policy, and working capital policy. For capital structure policy, the company does not subscribe to debt, so this doesn't really apply. But if ever that debt is to be considered, the members will be discussing it together. And for fixed capital policy, the company will allocate capital towards production after deducting it with equipment purchases and legal fees. For the working capital policy, there will be no liabilities in the company as it does not subscribe to debt. For investment policy, the members of the group will proceed to discuss investment and expansion in the following years. For now, we'll be considering what we can do for now and not in the expansion or investing in more things, just focus on now. For dividend policy, it's basically that we share among the group, us 5 members, but there will be an agreement as to how much percentages we'll get each. For accounting policies, for the investment valuation policy, there should be monitoring in the inventory and make sure to not just count how much the quantity is, but also understand how much is the value of it. And at the same time also to check its quality. For depreciation policy, the company's equipment will have a straight line method of depreciation, meaning that at the end of every year, the value of the equipment will depreciate depending on its lifespan. For deferred revenue expenditure policy, this means that revenue is only realized when transaction is complete and the cash is actually handed over. And that's the end of our report. Thank you.